jerseys. I mean, half of them have already probably sold them on eBay for $10, not even.
I got ice soda in this drink. I call it ice soda. That's what I got. All right, so let's go to the next guy. And this is a guy that I just went on his channel. I know he's been doing a lot of work, but let him tell us about his channel and what he's up to. BIRDGANG 31, my man. Thank you for waiting. How are you?
What's up, my guys?
What's going
on,
with
bro?
you, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me on today.
Oh, thanks for coming on, man. So tell everybody, tell the audience about your channel, how long you've been doing it, what you talk about, how often, talking about Mark Holmes stinks, all those good things.
All right, Cowboys suck for sure.
There you go.
I am BIRDGANG 31 from the my channel's called BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk, and we talk birds all day. I make videos. I've been doing a lot of collaborations lately with all like you. We had one yesterday, and a lot of other content creators been helping me out, help me build my channel up. I've been doing this for about a month. I'm at 144 subscribers. I am doing a giveaway for 200 subscribers. I'll be giving out a Dallas Goedert rare auto rookie card.
How about that?
Oh, nice.
Subscribe.
I that one too.
I need that one.
Yeah, and then at 500, I got a Miles Sanders rare auto rookie, and then for the big one, when I hit 1,000, I got a Jalen Hurts rare. That's at least $400 right now.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
And I'm just out here. I love the birds. Been a diehard bird fan my whole life, and like I said, just want to keep on growing with the rest of the BIRDGANG Nation.
That's good, man. Well, it's good. His link is in the chat. And let's see. Let me think of it. Let me ask your opinion. What can I get his opinion on, Jody?
I got some. Like, why don't
you got?
Even talking about the running back core by itself, because I think we have 8 running backs in competition for training camp. Like, what is your what are your top 4? What are your 4 running back? You good? What are your 4 running backs? How many running backs do you think the Eagles are going to keep, and who are you starting for, and what are your expectations for Miles Sanders in 2021?
Miles is going to a Pro Bowl, baby. Miles is going to the Pro Bowl. I think he's definitely going to hit over the 1,000-yard mark, maybe like 1,500 yards this year. I got high expectations with that extra game. I like Miles Sanders, but Kerryon Johnson backing him up. Gainwell at the 3, and then I'm going to go Howard, man. I was Boston Scott, but I thought about it. You need another bruiser. You know what I'm saying? You can work Miles Sanders, Gainwell early in the game, throwing to Howard, Johnson at the end of the game. You can run over anybody. I think we're going to be league in rushing this year for sure.
Yeah, I would love it. A quick shout out. Lord Brunson is in the chat. Shout out to him, man. Another great Eagles content creator. Shout out to him. But yeah, I think Miles Sanders is gonna have a great year. I really like the Kerryon Johnson pickup. I think one of the things with like Miles is that when you talk about like last year, I thought the real disappointment last year was him in the receiving game. Like he didn't get enough carries, but he dropped a lot of balls this year. I think he could be a very valuable in that receiving game. What are your thoughts on Kerryon Johnson?
I think Kerryon's ready to prove that he is a good back this year. He's been nicked up. He was on a bad team. You know what I'm saying? Then they picked up the rookie running back. So I think he wants to come here and show that he can still be a viable number 2 back. Maybe start somewhere else after he leaves here. So I look for him to do big things this year. I like his explosiveness, his power. He does have game-breaking ability. So, let's see what the boy can do. I think Gainwell's probably going to be used, as that scat back, line up in the slot. You know what I'm saying? So all of them have their own role. So I think it's going to be real nice. How are you going to stop, think Hurts in the back with Miles Sanders on one side, Gainwell on the other side doing a double option? Who are you going to get? Somebody's running free.
Right. You have a variety of different skill sets that defenses have to prepare for. And, I mean, even me and 500 probably agree with this as well. But even with the Kenneth Gainwell pick with the 5th rounder, I mean, that was like the biggest deal for a guy that took off last year and probably should have been like a third-round pick, maybe a little bit earlier than that, and has got wide receiver hands. You could line him up anywhere. He's a dual-threat running back.
Right.
And I think it's going to really be whether it's a 1-2 punch or a 1-2, a 3-punch running back core that could do really well. I liked your list. I get kind of with the fourth spot, I kind of get a little confused of should they keep Howard on the active roster or they should put Boston Scott in there because Scott can still do some work as well. Obviously, last year Scott wasn't used the right way. Doug Pearson has had examples of how to use Boston Scott, but then he's running him up the middle like I don't know what he's doing. So it's a lot of competition. Even Jason Huntley's another guy I think that could play for a roster. He came from Detroit's practice squad.
Yep.
He had some starting experience and he had a really good camp before we picked him up. He only had a couple snaps, but Huntley could play as well. So we're loaded at running back right now with Miles Sanders. This is the year. I think this is going to be the year that he does something. Last year should have been the year. From the adjustments at halftime, running well in the first half, and barely even letting Miles touch the ball is a big problem. And obviously takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback on top of your quarterback not playing well.
Right.
It's a huge problem. So I think with this offensive line, the depth behind it, Jalen Hurts is going to get a lot of attention in those read options. That's why Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts played really well together, especially in that Saints game. A lot more running than throwing. Yeah. Both of them having 100 piece and rushing. So I think Miles Sanders. It's time to turn up with Miles Sanders this year.
They didn't use him well enough. He averaged 5.3 yards a carry, and I think he had like 160 carries. It was not enough. You know what I mean?
We definitely threw the ball too much. I think this year Sirianni is going to run the ball a lot more. So that's probably the reason why we didn't see some of these younger backs get a chance to develop and, get their name out there so much because we threw the ball like 56 times a game most of the time. So, I think this year is going to be a complete opposite. We're going to, be more game management and definitely get a chance for some of these guys to get out there and show their thing. And I was on the fence with Boston Scott. I was saying Boston Scott, but I think with Gainwell kind of taking some of the reps that he would have been taking, you might want to throw in the extra big body in there.
I think Professor Kenneth Gainwell can do everything Boston Scott can do, but better. Mm-hmm. That's just my personal opinion. We're going to see. But
we're I think for the future we're going to see as well is how much do the Eagles actually put into running backs? Obviously not really drafting that many, but at the same time, when Miles Sanders' contract is up and Gainwell is doing so well, can there be a slight turn and, are they going to re-sign Miles Sanders?
Right.
I know it sounds like a stupid question, but you never know because if Gainwell is playing that great behind Miles Sanders, they could say, well, we could save a lot of money by putting Gainwell as the starter once Miles' contract is up, and you never know.
Yeah. You can't go cheaper that way, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I want to give BIRDGANG 31. I want to give him one of his questions back at me because when I was on his show, one of the questions he asked was my all-time starting offense. Okay. I want to hear your all-time starting offense of Eagle greats from what you've seen.
All right, we're going with what do you want to start? Quarterback.
Let's start it.
Randall Cunningham.
There you go. Randall Cunningham. Quarterback. Okay.
Definitely start that offense right there.
Okay.
We're going to go with running backs. We're going to go with Brian Westbrook and Shady McCoy. We're going to get those two back there. Mm-hmm. Tight end. We got to put Zach on a team. Maybe Zach and Selleck. Brent Selleck because he did so much for us. Receivers, Devontae Smith because he's here now, so we can put him on the list. Deshaun Jackson. Let's see. Macklin.
All right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And T.O.
Yep.
Macklin and T.O. can go in there. And then we got offensive line. We got Trey Thomas. JPP.
Yep.
Evan Mathis. Kelsey. And Ryan.
All right. I like it. So BIRDGANG 31, you guys got to check his channel out. He's doing stuff every day. Does a lot of stuff. Got a lot of contests coming. So be sure to check him out, man. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you, too. Thanks for the show the other day. Hey, Shakes, we need to get up on one.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, man. Be an honor to do that with you guys. So, hey, I'm always ready to talk football. So whenever we can get on with each other, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Thanks again for coming on, my man.
All right,
Appreciate
guys.
it,
bro. Thank you.
All right, take care. Player 95, you're not connected, man. You're not connected. So we're going to have to go over. It says device not connected. It won't